In the previous show, we built Krabs' anchor. So let's continue our anchor collection and build Ma Ma Krabs' anchor. Yo, and what up everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a Bikini Bottom, where we're building Ma Ma Krabs House, which is Mr. Krabs' mom, because you all love some more anchors, so this is another one for you guys. Start off here, we have the foundation, and this building, I decided to challenge myself a little bit, and I wanted to build this on a curve. And the reason why is because I have a lot of curvy roads in the city, so I need to start building some buildings on the curve. And I'm not gonna do that for the important buildings because it kind of looks ugly. You see what I mean at the end. But to start off with, we do the outline, and we're gonna be kind of doing the wireframe first to try to get everything up to scale, because Ma Ma Krabs House is actually significantly different from Mr. Krabs House, which you see just in the background to the left of the bottom market in the background there. And honestly, the scaling was probably more trickiest for me to do because I am making the top out too big. Now I'm going to make the roofs almost touching it where it shouldn't be. So there's a lot of things that go into these small builds. And by the way, there will be no walkthrough in this episode just because this is just a minor building. But I think it's more famous enough to actually include as its own separate episode. But I don't think it's worth doing like a walkthrough of it because all you're going to see me doing is just showcasing what? 2 rooms? Because the only people who live in here is Ma Ma Krabs, and that's pretty much all the rooms we know of. All the other rooms could be just myths, so yeah, that's pretty much why. But anyway, continuing on, we're gonna be doing, oh yeah, we know who lives here from one episode. Mr. Krabs lives, or used to live on the right side of the house, and Ma Ma Krabs lives on the left side of the house. At least in my mind we do, I don't know in real life, but whatever. Getting some moves in. So it's going to be mainly the pink wall, and the rooftops going to be the main color patterns, as well as a few rings, yellow rings in the center anchor there. And you may have noticed it is more squished and more like heavy looking compared to Krabs' anchor. And that's something I had to kind of adjust to, which I think I did a pretty good job with. I of course had to make more space for the squishiness by moving one of those smaller towers further away from the center, but I think I went well. And you can see I made that upper ring of the anchor way too big, and it just looks so odd compared to how it actually looks like, so I decided to fix it. No, that's not the fix right there. We're gonna be making that a little bit more smaller because, oh dear me, that is not, trust me, that does not look good. Even just from here, I'm so happy I changed that. But with Thanksgiving coming up in like a few weeks from now, tell me which buildings you want to see for Thanksgiving. I don't know really any Thanksgiving themes built, so give me your suggestions. What can you do for Harvest Festival? Oh, they are moving, but I moved it because I didn't like the straight road. I need to build some buildings on the curves. And that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be building not as famous buildings on curves. I think they still look really good even on curves. I'm not gonna do that for like famous build like SpongeBob House or the Krabs' house or the Bargain Market in the background there. It's just because those buildings are way too popular, and putting on the curve will kind of ruin the build. But because this was not so famous, so popular, I can actually kind of mess around with it and put on the curve to hopefully align with some of my curvy streets, because we all love curvy roads. That means we need to have curvy buildings. And that's actually not the first building I did on the curve. I did a few more beforehand, but I can't even name them myself. But don't worry, they're not like building you probably never heard of before. Probably sort of just completely out of my head. So getting there, we're getting some blue and the windows coming in. So it's gonna be like a blue, pink, and wood plank building. And then you gotta be selecting a color palette in the moment here. And I decided to go with something that's just sticks out of everything because of the colors. I almost did purple there, but purple just, I think they look too weird, and that looks much better than what I had in mind before. Although this is kind of what I had in mind before, but that purple might be better, but that's just, it just doesn't look good. I think this is the best color palette I could think of. And for the interior, I did something very basic, being pretty much a kitchen, which will be this one, this room, the dining room, which will be the far side, and that's really it. I also did Krabs' bedroom and Ma Ma Krabs' bedroom. But yeah, like I said, there'll be no walkthrough in there, so this is what you're gonna be seeing. But I have a plan. When I reach like episode 20 or whatever, I plan to do like a progress tour of all the buildings I've built so far. And I think it'll be really fun to actually look around some of the non-popular buildings, as well as the buildings we've done already, the popular ones like the Krusty Krab and all that. So I think it'd be kind of cool just doing a world tour, everything, like progress update, especially when I know everyone not gonna be watching like all the time. That's all the episodes. I think that'd be good summary every like 10 episodes, and maybe then I can actually release the world for you all to enjoy as a world download. So I think that'd be epic. So up here is I believe Krab's room. That bed's supposed to be a race car, but because how small these rooms are going to be, I just only had a chance to put in just one my normal Minecraft bed. So that's a loss you get from the small buildings. So we go on to the cinematics here, and I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Ma Ma Krabs House. Alright, this is it for Ma Ma Krabs House. So I hope you all enjoyed. Please leave a like if you like it. If you hate it, please leave a dislike this jet and give me some suggestion to what to do for a Thanksgiving build, because I think you all love it. So see you all in the next one. Take care and bye bye.